Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is a video all about style secrets. These are some style secrets that I live by. I wanted to do this video because I always get asked how I do certain things, how I even style myself. So these are little things that I always do when I get dressed up. And I've been doing them for years now, and I feel like they help me feel put together. They help me feel good about myself, feel confident. They're just little things that you can do on the outside with your clothes that can just tie everything together and make you look good. And I think that's kind of the goal, is if you look good on the outside, I think you'll feel good on the inside, but a lot of people don't know how to go about that. So I'm gonna share with you some of the things that help me, and hopefully they help you. I'm gonna try not to make this video too long or too complicated, because I feel like if it goes that direction, you're just gonna kind of forget everything that I said. So let's just get started really simply. I wrote a lot of these things down. So my first tip, if you have been watching me, you guys know I always talk about basics, basic pieces, basic clothing pieces that are good. Not just t-shirts, but try straying away from the t-shirts and buying like camisoles and tanks that are of good quality. There are a lot of really good and expensive ones out there, but if you want to step it up a notch, there are also a lot of really like even better ones. They will cost you, but once you pay for that and you know, add it into your wardrobe, you're gonna take better care of it, or at least you should. And you're gonna find that a lot of times it'll make you feel better, it'll fit you better, it'll just look better overall, and you're gonna pay for it anyway. It's cost per wear. So basics are meant to be worn over and over again. So a lot of times when you buy less expensive basics, because you want to go the less expensive route, you wear it a lot, and so sometimes you know in your head that you're not paying a lot of money for it, so you won't take as good care of it. You end up having to buy more and more and more, and it accumulates. It ends up being the cost of one really good piece anyway. So I think investing in good basics is really key. With good basics, the reason why I stress that all the time is because as opposed to buying a t-shirt, a good basic is going to be A, more fitted, B, just look better, C, they'll make everything else look better and tie in everything else a lot better and more put together and in a more classic way versus just wearing a t-shirt and then throwing on a blazer. I think good basics are a really good thing to invest in and have in your wardrobe, so that anytime you need to put together an outfit, you know that those are your go-tos. Also, if you are just not feeling so good, you just are kind of lost, those are always pick-me-up pieces that you can have as a foundation, and then you can build up from there. So I've shown you guys a bunch of different pictures of me wearing different kinds of basics. So for me, that is an important part of my wardrobe, just because they dress and go well with a lot of things in my closet. So even if your style is not a classic style, and maybe you're more edgy, maybe you're more grungy style, maybe you like to wear a lot of ripped denim jackets and things like that, mixing things like that with nice, more delicate camisole pieces and basic pieces like I'm talking about still go really well together and still will work. The next style secret that I completely love and live by, and I think you see a lot of bloggers doing it, but it makes a big, huge difference in your wardrobe, at least in my wardrobe. I do it all the time. So if you're gonna wear a top, any type of top, I always tuck my tops in, unless your top has like an elastic band at the bottom. So I find that it makes just me feel a lot more put together, not so sloppy and slouchy, especially if you're wearing a top that's a little more oversized and baggy and not fitted. That is especially when I will tuck my tops in. And I don't usually tuck my whole shirt in, I just usually tuck the front. So I'm gonna give you some examples of that. So right now I have on this chunky sweater, and I tucked it in at the front, and I just leave the back untucked, just so that I feel like I have a little more shape, as opposed to just wearing this sweater just like that. I don't really like this look. I feel sloppy in this, and just doing that little bit of tucking in the front just like that, for me, already makes a world of difference. I feel a lot more put together, and I feel just stylish in a way. A lot of times when I'm just kind of people watching and I see a lot of women out there just wearing their tops loosely, I always feel like if that girl just tucked the top in a little bit, just that simple little detail would look 10 times better. So if you are one of those people that doesn't know what to do with your tops and you just let them loose, try tucking in the front of it and then just see how you feel, and I feel like that would help a lot. Next style secret that I always make sure that I live by, that I always pay attention to, it's a little detail called structure. So whenever I buy t-shirts or blouses and things like that, I like my pieces to have really good structure and really good shape. So for example, the sweater that I'm wearing right now, it's kind of like a turtleneck, but a lot of times a turtleneck will fold over and have a lot more slouchy details and a lot more material. So I consider this more of a funnel neck, and I feel like funnel necks, they hold their shape a lot better. They stand up. It's not a cowl neck where a cowl neck would look like this. For me, a cowl neck just makes me feel a little sloppy because the neckline's just kind of hanging there. I like things to either stand up just to have really good shape. If I'm gonna buy a plain white t-shirt, I like my t-shirts to be like really crew neck, so it really sits close to my neck. I don't like a slouchy like scoop neck. For me, again, that feels a little too sloppy. When it comes to buying t-shirts and things like that, even sweaters, it's gonna either be a crew neck, a funnel neck, or a v-neck. I don't like anything in between a crew neck and a v-neck because those just kind of hang. It makes me feel like I'm just not in control. So that little detail, having structure, is really important. Even structure in like jackets when it comes to like the shoulder parts, or even sweaters when it comes to the shoulder parts. I don't like slouchy sweaters where the seam starts over here. I like the seam to start right here. A lot of times sweaters don't have seams, but a lot of times they do. And it can kind of make you look like your shoulders are drooping, or it just looks a little messy. So remember that if you're out shopping and looking for stuff to fit right, is structure is really important. How you want to look. If you want to look put together, and if you want to look more on the classy side, structure is really important. One lady that I always would think about when I think of really good structure pieces is Yolanda Hadid. So if you guys watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Yolanda always wears a lot of sweaters and crew necks, and her crew necks and her sweaters are always super structured, and she just always looks so timeless and so classic. And that is kind of what I think you should think about if you want to achieve that type of look. All right, next important style secret is the tailor is your friend. Always alter pieces that you think need it. Don't second guess because it costs money, because at the end of the day, your confidence and how you feel is number one. And if you have jeans that are too long, alter it. If you have a dress that just needs a little fitting on the sides, take the time to go and see your alterations lady or specialist and alter it, because even just those little details will make you look put together. Your clothes will look like it fits right. You're gonna be super comfortable, and I think that makes a lot of difference when it comes to looking good in your clothes. You know, for me, I have a lot of different reasons why I go to the tailor, is because I'm a lot shorter than most women. I'm only 5'1". I'm also a size 0, and a lot of clothes, even though they're 0 or an extra small, still fit me a little loose. And so I like things to fit me the right way. So I will take a lot of things to the tailor. I know it costs a lot of money, but in the end, I always appreciate my stuff a lot more. There's a lot of stuff that I have spent money on that I have just kind of like second guessed taking to the tailor, and I just haven't used those items, and they're just sitting in my closet, and then time has gone on and I just, you know, am over it. Start small, start little by little, you know, taking the pieces that you love the most into your tailor and seeing what kind of a difference that makes. Okay, my next style secret, if you're ever in doubt and you know you need new clothes and you don't know what direction to go and you want things to last a long time and you want to look classic and timeless, that's just it. Go for classic pieces. There's a lot of trends that are gonna come out. There's always gonna be something new. But if you're ever in doubt and you're doubting a new trend and you kind of wanna try it, buy an inexpensive version of that trend, or just don't buy it at all. Instead, go for the classic pieces like blazers, button-down tops, nice pants, jumpsuits, things that you know have been around for a long time that are always gonna be around for centuries on end. Last but not least, One of the style secrets that I think is super important for you if you want to create a whole look every single day, you want to feel good about yourself, is to go the whole 9. That means don't just dress up and not put on your makeup and don't do your hair. If you want to achieve a look, make sure you do it all. So dress up, do your makeup, and do your hair. I know a lot of you guys are moms out there and you're a little too busy to try and do it all, but you know, there's always ways around it. So if you are gonna dress up and you don't have time to do your hair the night before. A lot of you guys are super lucky that you don't have to wash your hair every day. So, you know, try and ride that hair out for as long as you can so that you're just putting on minimal makeup and then dressing up. But I think that all women deserve it, even you hardworking full-time moms that have very little time to give to yourself the time and effort to, you know, even if it's not full face of makeup, a little bit goes a long way. Even a little bit of concealer and your eyebrows and your lashes will do a bunch of wonders, or even just some concealer and lashes. Just the same with your hair. Like I said, ride it out as long as you can. But then again, hopefully these tips help you to know how to dress up a little more and how to feel more put together and to have more of a style and your own unique style. I feel like doing the whole 9 not only makes you look good, but it makes you feel good. Again, I'm gonna stress confidence is key. If you feel good and you're a woman, there's nothing better than that. So I hope that this was simple enough. These are a couple of my style secrets that I live by, that I've lived by for years. These are the little things that I remember when I get up and get dressed every day. Even if I'm just working from home, I don't just wear sweats. I dress up even at the slightest. I have my hair done. My hair always has to be done even if I'm working from home, because if it's not, I'll just feel like I'm such a slob. I can't focus. And then I'll use some concealer and curl my lashes. Sometimes I'll just even do a full face of makeup for no reason, just because I want to feel good and I want to feel productive, and for some reason that always helps me. So I hope that that wasn't too complicated. I hope that this was quick enough but informative enough so that you can take with you, and so you can be on your way to feeling better and looking better. I'm hoping a lot of these tips work for most or all women out there. Maybe some of these tips don't work for you, but thanks anyway for watching this video. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell before you leave, and I'll see you soon.